Hi guys, I'm Mar, and today I'm really excited because we're gonna do a little get ready with me. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this makeup and this hair. This hair is so easy, and honestly, I feel like it's gonna save you guys so much time to get ready and look all cute. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about so many things, some really personal things. I feel like I got way more personal than I expected to. But yeah, also about like the wedding, life in general, going out, getting vaccinated, because that's very important. So check out the links that I'm leaving for you guys, and just a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, let's get started. All right, you guys, so let's get ready. I'm gonna leave links to all the products in the description so I don't have to like keep mentioning all the products. Although, I mean, I feel like if there's something that I definitely love, I'm gonna be like, I love this so much. Like this primer, there's a poppy brown primer. I'm just gonna get my face ready to go. I feel like I've been so into skincare lately. I have been starting to wear foundation again. It's crazy. I didn't wear foundation for the longest time. I'm just so happy that, you know, I've actually been able to do more stuff and go out more. So my foundation is actually getting some use. The good thing is that I've been so into skincare, I actually do see like an improvement in my face. My biggest issue, I think, is just like dryness and sun damage. I mean, the sun, I don't play around with the sun. I really try to stay out of the sun and wear a lot of just SPF, but still, like my freckles, if I'm ever like out by the pool or something, I can guarantee the next day I'm gonna struggle with it. I don't know how it is for you guys, but that's how it is for me, and it's so bad. I feel like for every like minute of sun exposure, I get a billion freckles. But yeah, last year I feel like I spent a lot of time in the pool because obviously we couldn't really go out. And this year I've just been doing a lot more like fun stuff, and I've been feeling like pretty good about that. The minute we were able to like get vaccinated, we did, and that's obviously like a really personal decision. I did like this live stream with the California Department of Health, and I'm really excited that I've gotten to work with them because it's something that I'm really passionate about. Obviously, like the whole vaccine thing is a very personal choice, but I know for me and for my whole family, it was like such an important thing. As soon as the vaccine came out, I was like, okay, we are getting vaccinated, because you guys know my grandmother lives with me, so we took like everything very seriously. We took like lockdown really seriously, and the minute we could get vaccinated, we're like, everybody's getting vaccinated. Like literally my sister, her boyfriend, well, her fiance was her boyfriend at the time. That is so crazy that my sister's getting married. I mean, I feel like life has been, it's just like, it's changed so much in the past like 2 years, but at the same time it kind of like stopped. So it's just like such a crazy ride. I don't know how you guys feel, because I feel like my life literally completely changed, because my sister used to live like so far away from me. She used to live in Miami, and now she's super close. I see her like all the time, and just like my routine, I feel like has changed so much. But I'm happy to be getting like ready to go out and things like that. At first I would only go out for like, you know, essential things, because I was still kind of like, I don't know if I trust anything. And I get it. I mean, I know people that don't trust like literally anything, and that's why people don't trust like the vaccine. They're like skeptical. You know, I understand, but at the same time, I guess it's because I come from like a science background, and I feel like the science is just like, to me, science is just really the best thing to like explain anything in life. So to me, I'm just like, well, the science is there, and ultimately people who get vaccinated are more protected, and I want my family to be protected. You know, I want us to be safe. And I do understand, you know, where, ooh, look at this brow, where people are coming from when they're skeptical and they get like all this misinformation, or they like don't trust, you know, different sources, or even like the government. I mean, I get it. I feel like it's been really dark times, but to me, I'm just like, well, we have to trust science. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, because I've seen so many memes and people being like, well, this kind of feels like when you do all your homework, but then there's someone that like didn't do their homework, and then it kind of like brings everybody down. Because at least for California, I know that 70%, I think it was 70%, like something like that, like 70% of people got at least the first dose of the vaccine, which is really good. That's like 23 million people, which is great. But then there's all the other people, and I'm just like, if we could just get everyone vaccinated, we could all go back to, you know, going out to dinners, having family fun time, being just like stress-free. Well, I don't think we'll ever be stress-free, but at least not stressed about like these things. I feel like the things I was stressed about, at least last year, were things that were just like so big, at least for me personally. I mean, and it wasn't only like things that had to do with like, you know, the global pandemic, but also like just like more personal stuff. And actually I did a whole documentary about it, which is so crazy that I did like a documentary. I guess I had a lot of free time last year, but it was just like a lot of craziness. I had a lot of like work issues. I had a lot of like, I mean, I don't know if I should call them personal issues, because they weren't even like necessarily about me. They were like about my background. I don't know, but it was just like things that were like way beyond what I ever thought I would have to deal with, and then on top of that, like everything we all went through, I'm just like, I'm ready for like normal drama, like just like normal things, like, oh, someone didn't say hi to me at a party. I want those to be our problems, you know. Someone sent a shady tweet. I'm like, yes, I'm ready for those problems. But personally, I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like get back to normal life. Can we all just like, you know, do this? For me personally, I feel so relieved that me and my immediate family are vaccinated, especially with everything happening right now, because I just feel that it just gives you like this sense of calm. It's just like, well, maybe people want to be messy, but we're not being messy. I mean, I remember going to sleep last year thinking like, is my family gonna be okay? Like, is my grandma gonna be okay? Is Gordo gonna be okay? I was really concerned about Gordo because it turns out that he just had really bad allergies, because we actually went to the doctor to check it out. But I thought that maybe he had like asthma, so that would have put him like in a high risk category. So I was so concerned about him, and I just went to sleep thinking, am I like not gonna have him in like, you know, like a year or two? And I feel like having the vaccine just gives me like that calm, like, okay, well, he's okay, like grandma's okay, he's okay, just like my immediate family, everybody's okay because they all got it, you know. We can go out to little dinners and stuff like that, and like I feel all right doing that. I feel like safe doing that, you know. It's definitely made me less stressed, that's for sure. And the good thing is that it's actually really easy to get it now. Before, I know there was a period of time where it was like really complicated. When we got grandma's, it was hard to get an appointment for her. She got vaccinated in January. I think it was in January. She was like literally one of the first people to get it, because we were like really like, okay, she needs to get it. Like Californians 12 and up are currently eligible, and there's literally like walk-in clinics where you just go and just get it. You could go to like a CVS, like any pharmacy, you could get it, like grocery stores, community centers. There's just like a bunch of places. I've been to like literally my local CVS. There's just like, ask us about the vaccines, and you just get it. At first, I remember there was like a line of people out the door getting it, but now you can just walk up and be like, hey, I want the vaccine, and they'll just do it for you. I'm actually gonna leave a few links for you guys if anybody's interested, because you can make an appointment online on the links I'll leave for you guys. I mean, if one of you decides to get vaccinated from this, I will consider this such a big win, because it's all about community, you know. We have to help each other and we have to help our family. So yeah, I will leave links for you to get more information if you're interested. And I understand it's a completely personal choice, but I will 100% encourage you guys to do it. You just feel awesome after. You just feel like you have like a little bubble surrounding you with a protection, and then you can go and get ready and have all the dates you want, all the stuff you want without any stress. And actually for my sister's wedding, she is doing only fully vaccinated guests, which I think is great. I think most of the people we like in our circle are vaccinated anyway, but she just decided to do that. She told me like yesterday she was gonna do that, and I think it's a great idea. So the wedding planning has been going really stressful, I think. I mean, my wedding was a really fun experience, although in the end it ended up being also kind of stressful, and I did a whole story time about what happened with my photographers, which was honestly awful. It's like one of the worst things ever, and it's really sad that I don't really have a lot of memories from my wedding, and it's really sad that I especially don't have memories of my dad, who ended up passing away really a few months later, just because these photographers absolutely sucked. So I actually told my sister like I'm down to help her out with anything she wants. I'm actually maid of honor, which is I guess matron of honor. Someone said that because I'm married, and I'm like, no, never call me matron of honor. I am offended by that word. It just sounds like so old. I don't know. I guess it's technically the right word, but it makes me feel old. I feel like this contour looks a little weird on camera. It looks a little like reddish. What are your thoughts? It looks fine in real life. So I've just been trying to help my sister with everything she might need, but at the same time I'm trying to not step on her toes as maid of honor. I'm just gonna call myself that, maid of honor, not matron. I've been really into this kind of like red, lush, sunburnt look. This makeup I'm doing is actually really natural. I've been really into that. I haven't been into like too much makeup. I put on just like a little bit of foundation, although this foundation I absolutely love. That gives you like a lot of coverage. So yeah, I'm just like feathering this out. I didn't realize with this whole wedding planning, I don't know if it's because it's not my wedding, but I feel like it can get out of control so quickly. It's just like you start with like, oh, I'm just gonna have like a small wedding. It's just gonna be 10 people, and it just kind of snowballs, and I don't know. I'm like, maybe she should have just eloped. I mean, this is turning into like a whole big thing. I mean, it's not that big, but it's definitely gonna be really cute. It's gonna be really pretty. I think she's gonna have really nice memories. I hope she has really nice pictures. I mean, at least nicer than mine, which were almost non-existent. At least the wedding video was pretty non-existent, which is so depressing. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Amor Caliente palette, and I have been using this palette so much, but really this is the shade I end up using the most. Love me just because I use it for like an everyday makeup thing. But I feel like today I might do a little bit of hot and spicy just because I feel like it goes with my dress. And this palette we literally released in the middle of the pandemic, and it's so crazy. I mean, we worked so hard on this palette and it ended up being released probably at the worst possible time ever, but it's still, I mean, I'm still so grateful that this even happened. It's so crazy. I mean, I feel like whenever I talk about like, you know, moving to this country when I was like 23, people are always kind of in shock because they just assume that I don't know why people always assume that I've always like lived here or that I have like wealthy parents or whatever, and that, you know, things have been given to me. And I'm just kind of like confused by that perception, but at the same time sometimes I'm flattered because, you know, we've built everything ourselves. And I was talking about this on Instagram the other day because it was our 7-year anniversary, like our immigration anniversary, and I got so many questions about it, like how did you move here, like what did you do like the first few years, like how much money did you come with. And I have to tell you guys, it was not a lot of money. It was like we need to figure things out when we get there, because if not, we're gonna end up like literally on the street. But I'm really happy it all ended up working out, and having a palette with Too Faced, which was literally a brand that I couldn't even afford. Like I couldn't buy Too Faced products before because I just couldn't afford them. I loved them so much, but I literally couldn't buy them because they were just too expensive, you know. And now like having my own palette with them, it's such a dream come true. Even if the palette came out at the worst possible time, I just feel so grateful that it got so much support. I never really talked about the numbers of the palette because, I mean, why would you do that? But it did really good, you guys. I was very proud of it. I am very proud of it. I think it's still available, and if you guys want to find it, I think it's on the Too Faced website. And I never expected my palette to sell out because my palette was made to be sold like worldwide, and then it was released like in like 5 countries, I think, when it was supposed to be released like in like 50 countries. I don't know, don't quote me on the numbers, but it was supposed to be released like in a lot of countries. And then that, oh wait, I'm not gonna do this. I've actually been lining with shadow, like a black shadow, and I've been really loving that look, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm actually kind of obsessed with the way this shadow looks. It's from this palette, and it's a really pigmented black. I actually love this palette also. I use it a lot. Why is there always like one wonky eye? I'm like, ugh, why? It's you. You're the bad eye. This one's kind of like, it's not doing what I want it to. So yeah, I got a lot of questions about our kind of like immigration journey. I can't decide if I should do, I'm gonna do hot and spicy. I was gonna do slice. I'm just gonna do hot and spicy. And I feel like I could do a whole video about it. I kind of did a video where I kind of talked about what it was like living in my country and what it was like leaving my country, because so many people like don't understand at all. And it's so weird to me because obviously like it's my life, so it's like my journey and my struggle, and to me it's just normal. To me it's just like, okay, that's just what you go through. But I get so many questions that I'm just kind of like, wow. I mean, some people really have no idea, and I love that there's people that want to be kind of like educated and want to know, you know, something different from what they know. Like they just want to learn, and I really like that. So yeah, I'm totally open to doing a video kind of about this. If you guys have any questions, I guess you could just leave them in the comments and I'll answer them, because honestly some of these questions I don't even like, I can't even come up with them. Like they just don't pop into my mind because I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't think of them, you know. I think I'm gonna do hot and spicy and slice. Oh, I put some lashes on. These are actually custom made by me because I cut them in half and then I kind of like stacked them, so it's like 2 halves stacked on top of each other. I really struggle with fake lashes just because I have like these hooded lids and like I have downward eyes. I actually have to work like 10 times. Got mascara on my eye just to kind of get my eye to look decent, especially for it to look like bright and like alive. So with lashes I really struggle. I can never find a good lash for my issue. I've actually like brought this up to multiple eyelash companies, and I feel like they never fix the problem. Like I always tell them like, hey, this is what you have to do for a lash, and still like they just, I don't know if it's just like there's not enough people with like hooded downturned eyes kind of like mine where they would buy a lash specifically for like that eye shape. But it would make my life so much easier if that existed, but it doesn't. So I just kind of like have to like do it myself. I'm gonna set my face, my favorite. Woo! And now let's do our hair. So for this hair, I'm just gonna take a little hair tie, and I like to have it kind of like parted down the middle, but you guys can have it just like with no part. Just like to have like my little greasy strands of hair sticking down. I don't know, I'm into that look. It's so weird because I did a video like a really long time ago. I think it was like 3 years ago. I had my hair like this. I remember like this one comment going like, oh, are the greasy strands back in style? And I was like, I don't know if they are. And then they were back in style. So what do you know? All right, so I am going going to just bring this up and just tie my little elastic around it. Honestly, this one needs to be retired because it's like so old, so stretched out. Basically, if I was a hair tie. Now I'm just gonna take a little scarf and I will be wrapping this around my hair. This is actually the first time I'm attempting to do this with such a like short scarf. Pretty sure it's gonna work anyway though. This is such an easy hairstyle. I love doing it because it's just so simple. And then you just braid kind of like this. And you can wear like this, but if you want it to look more fancy, and what I'm gonna do is just bring it up into a bun. Ooh, sophisticated. And it's literally just like a braid. Should we change earrings? I feel like we should. I feel like it would be cuter with these. Yes, definitely. All right, so here we are. This is my whole look. I am ready to go. I really like how it turns out. I don't know, I feel like I don't usually wear these colors, and especially like the yellow and the scarf. It's something that I would never usually wear, but I think it's cute. Little date night look. I love the back of this dress. I like it. But yeah guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.